PS5. It done did the thing. You have to actually type it in here. That doesn't count. See, look. You see this, like, super empty? Like, wow. You said it in my head. I mean, I could say it in my head. I'm technically always first. Get wrecked. Hello, Ruby! Look, Ruby, we got it past the train. We got it to the other train. Can you imagine? I pressed the button and then it just didn't load, and this is the stream. That would be a little oopsie doopsie. Oh, Ruby, how are you? I haven't done my dailies or anything yet. I'm having some regrets, because with E2 Acheron, which is fantastic, I was like, ... maybe I should build some other teams for her, aside from the, you know, usual Black Swan Kafka combo. And I was thinking about, like, you know how there's the hyper speed builds for Bronya and Sparkle that make your DPS even more stupid powerful? Like, I was looking at Acheron because she currently has a speed boots, and I was like, well, you know, if I pair her up with one of those characters like Bronya, then I could actually make it an attack boots, and then she'd be dealing even more damage. But the problem is that I'm rebuilding her now, but I don't have her at 160 yet, which is what I am trying to do. But I actually already chose E2 Clara for my freebie, but now I'm over here like ... maybe I should have done maybe I should have did some more Bronyas. Hello, Satoros. Hello, Wasabi. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. You're an absolute sweetie. You're gonna have to leave in 5 minutes, so just gonna lurk. I appreciate the lurk. We will be entering man story territory soon, but first I have to lament about my decision making last night. So I decided to rebuild Bronya, because I had her on the messenger set and whatever, and now I moved it over. But I don't have a good... I'm looking for a crit damage one that has speed on it, which I do not have yet. You can see I have a lot of crit damage, but none of them have speed on it, which is pain and suffering. Like, I used up all of my, like, Symphysis relic remain pieces to try to get a crit damage with speed. Didn't happen, so right now I've got this absurdly high crit damage substat on an HP one. It's true. It's just because I suddenly realized that my Acheron could hit even more like a tank. Like, you know, she could absolutely just... She already destroys a lot of things, but if I gave her attack boots instead of speed boots, she would be doing even better. But in order to really facilitate that, to make that viable, I would need to have a Bronya that's, like, you know, good enough to do that. I got fairly lucky with some of these pieces. I got some speed rolls and crit damage on those. I mean, this one, I think, went one of each, or something. But yeah, I want a crit damage with speed, body piece. This one is actually really good as far as boots go. And then I'm also, likewise, this one's okay. It's actually pretty garbage. I'm looking for a replacement for this, and I'm also looking for a replacement for this, because this does not have speed on it at all. Yes, I do have E2 Acheron, so I want, like, that's currently it. But my moment of weakness was that, ironically, Bronya's best light cone for her now is actually Sundays, because of the SP. The fact that every 2 skills she gets an SP back means that she would be like an SP neutral or SP positive character instead of being a deficit. So I actually did roll on his fucking thing. Like, I did a 10 pull for funsies. I didn't get it. I didn't get it, but now I'm like, ... Yeah, I'm going for hyper speed. I'm trying to get her to 160. That's the goal. Because if you get her to 160, I'm pretty sure that means that she gets to go like 3 times in a turn. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Ruby. I'm trying to save for Herta. Like, if I go for this, that basically means I'm not going to get any characters for the foreseeable future. I think I'm 30 in the pity. Let me actually look at the pity for this. Yeah, but I need time to save. I don't have very much, you know? It's not a whole year. She's literally gonna show up in less than a month. Or I guess like a month-ish. Like, end of January? I don't know. I haven't done the math on when the next, like, when 3.0 is actually coming out. Let's see. I've got 25, 30. I have 32 pity. Right? Like, that's the problem I'm having, Satoros, because, like, if I got this, my Bronya would be absolutely cracked. It not only would it actually up Acheron's damage even more, but then she also recovers a skill point every 2 skill usage. So I'm like, ... fuck. I think it's hilarious that her own light cone has been outclassed for her now. What do you think, Rose? What do you think I should do? Because, like, my current conundrum is E2 Acheron means I could actually switch out for an attack boots instead of speed, which would make her even more swole. And then Bronya, thing is, if you're rolling on the light cone, why not just roll for Sunday? Well, I don't know. I mean, I could start with the light cone, and then if I get him down the line after I get some summoners, then I could swap between him and Bronya with the light cone. You know, like, whatever. But, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just really committing to wanting to make my Acheron be an absolute bish. You know, I want her to destroy everything. That's what I want. So in order to do that, I'm kind of reevaluating Bronya as an option. I do need to work on her artifacts, her relics a bit more. I need a crit damage body piece, and I need with speed on it. And then I need an energy regen rope that also has speed on it. I appreciate it, Satoros. Sunday. Should I... You know what? Fuck it. Well, it's not there. Now we're at 43 pity. I couldn't even get the March Light Cone. I actually got this swordplay one earlier. I got it 2 ago, so I think I'm about to hit another purple. Sunday the character. Well, I'm going for the Light Cone first. I don't give a shit anymore. If I don't get anything, then I'm building pity for someone. Am I gonna have regrets? Probably. But hey, whatever. Cool. Let's do some dailies and then we'll do another one. Broken Keel is this one, I think. Yes. It's funny because my save file is... I don't believe it's for follow-up team at all, but obviously the boss would be better suited for this.
See that one?
Feeling lucky.
Upgrade configured. Let the show begin. There's a good child. Do as you're told. Dangerous thoughts.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Bust.
Harmony and unison. Don't let me down. Stars echo.
Alright, let them do some work.
There's no backing up now. For me or you. This big diamond! It's all yours!
Maybe I should have let it spawn its little doohickeys first, but who cares? This is my dailies, so we'll just speed it up real quick and then we'll move on to the actual plot. How are the friends doing this weekend?
Tell me.
Ice damage boost.
Resonate all together. I always deliver.
Oh, it should have been the other order, but whatever.
Bust.
They're
Or
gonna
maybe
deal
I'll
less
take it
damage
off.
because Robin's should have been
There's no
before them,
backing out
but
now.
whatever.
For me or you. This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl. Stars echo.
Doing me dailies before we do plot. Oh my god, I cannot believe you would walk in front of my dailies. Oh my god, all I see is a pee-pee.
That sounds worse.
I know. None of these are great.
Harmony and unison. Don't let me down. Stars echo.
Bust. Or maybe
Yeah,
I'll take
honestly,
it off.
I would go for Sunday if I had like Jing Yuan or
There's no
literally
backing
anyone
out
with summons.
For me or you. This big diamond.
I mean, it's true. Mr. John Peepee was just dancing in front of the TV.
Time to twirl. Hey. Time to twirl.
I am reassured, even though it's unfortunate that you were also having difficulty signing in earlier. Wow, 2 lightning damage bonus. Because like I wasn't sure if it was a PlayStation specific issue getting stuck on the train or not, but I was allowed into Rose's account immediately, but on mine it actually got stuck for a while, and then it eventually gave me an error message, and then I tried again, and then it thought about it, and then it was like, okay, fine. You know? Like, it worked after that. I love that I actually know what ATS stands for.
Every touch.
Oh look, we have another 2 wishes. Should I continue my, dismay? Oh, I didn't even finish. Hello? Let's, oh. That's so sad. She had the Omni synthesizer thing, but I did not. I'm assuming it's anime titty stream. Anime Titty Sunday. I mean, that's also accurate. Both of them work. Alright, let's continue my dismay for some reason. I don't know even, like, I know why I'm rolling for this, but I'm also like, why am I not just, I was saving for Herda, and now I've suddenly just used up, like, the equivalent of, like, 30 wishes on this banner. Oh well. Let us have... Oh, you can have a story recap?
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony. The Astral Express, upon invitation from the Watchmaker, had a grand struggle for the confrontation between the Emanator.
I
of the
remember
Night
this. I
Express
guess I
crew
shouldn't have
thus
done that.
To fulfill the wishes of their the future.
Alright,
of
guys, did you get
Penacony remains in the very end.
I appreciate that they did this, but alright, I didn't feel like actually watching that. Someone say anime titties. Lady is a fast reader. I have my moments. Hello, Ray. My Sparkle just hanging out here.
Great, you're here.
Wait, how'd you get in here?
It's a secret. And it's a good thing I got here so fast. Otherwise, you would have missed the fireworks I prepared.
Are you gonna blow up the express this time? Fireworks where? I don't see any.
Huh? That's weird. I pressed the button button already.
She's short.
I wonder what went wrong. Gray hair, don't be so nervous. I took a mutually assured destruction button and repurposed it into a sky full of sparkles button. I really wanted to give you an epic fireworks show.
No, she probably just blew up a continent somewhere. Sparkle is a war criminal, she sure is. You ran here from Dark Souls 3, bless you.
I tested it so many times just to make sure. And now that I finally boarded the express, it doesn't even work. Oh well. Luckily, I brought along some sparklers too. Let's light them up. Look, aren't they nice?
No playing with fire on the express. Disembark immediately. Hi, buddy! Hello! Let's go, I'll give you a tour. Run! Pom Pom is coming after us with a broom.
Wait, hold up. Where are you going? Don't leave!
Oh, you actually get Stellar Jade just for talking to her. Nice! Hell yeah! What the heck is all of this about?
Dear Nameless, trailblazing must be tiring. Please?
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Oh, right. I heard that some people don't have voices on this update because of the whole strike, so... Cat, please! I guess I'll have to do some voice acting. Starting right now. There's no record of this world in the databank, not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
Girl, it's almost been 2 years. Ah, it's no sweat. Sounds scary. Can we go somewhere else? I've been on the Express for 2 years.
Huh? Has it been that long?
You don't sound very Dawn Hungy. Hungy. There is a Pokemon in the chat. I'm sorry that I don't sound like Dawn Hung. This is my own interpretation of the character. There's no need to be nervous. I understand it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world Akavili didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine to the Express crew Express crew. Sorry, Himiko, cut! New take! Was only routine to the Express crew back then. After all, to Trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we better take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
I think Ruby sent me something that it actually just ended. Yeah, it ended a couple of days ago, so 3.0 onwards should probably be fine, but Star Rail did just get hit by it, just on the cusp, you know? Can I vote no? Of course you can. For now, I'll let Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a possible destination, but we're also keeping our options open. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time to make some preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphorius from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Oh my god, L Squad! Let's go, Jimmy!
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We've barely had any time to catch out breath. Man, there's been typos in both Genshin and Star Rail lately. Catch out breath, guys. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead, and then make the most out of this break. Yeah, they learn. Yeah, I think they must use some sort of like, I don't know if it's like how they would program it, or if it's just like AI that matches the flaps of the voices. So when there's no audio, the mouths just don't move. That's probably because I've noticed that Star Rail is always really good at it, and then I think Genshin they actually manually just like set it up for the Chinese VAs, and then the rest of it, I mean sometimes they just don't talk; it just doesn't move. So I don't know. Oh boy, here we go. Buckle in. Several weeks later, golden hour, Penacony.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. There is like a program or AI they designed for the mouth flaps specifically with the audio, but if there's no audio, it just doesn't happen.
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious.
My favorite parts are when they say a whole minute-long sentence, but the mouth just moves twice. Genshin is notorious for that.
Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Yeah, spill the tea.
Well, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
Lady, the stream awards were yesterday, and I'm sorry that you didn't win. Well, unfortunately, that was a foregone conclusion, as I was surprisingly not nominated for any of the categories, but that is more than okay. Perhaps someday you will see my name on the big screen. Oh, that would be goofy.
You mean the former Oak family head?
You should have been. You're very sweet. I don't know if I have quite the force of personality or charisma as some of the top streamers, but I hope you guys enjoy the vibes regardless.
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will.
But the camera angles that they're using to block your view of Sunday is really funny.
Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Ah yes, this weary passerby that we have never seen before.
Excuse me, sir.
Who is that? Yeah, for real.
Have we met before?
You change your outfit and everyone forgets he's the Clark Kent.
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
He's using brain powers.
My bad. I must be mistaken.
More bad.
Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Banana? What a mystery.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that a bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Did this little guy break him out of jail or something?
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
The VA for 1 week sounds very familiar.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
Yeah, what about your sister, bitch?
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake.
He kind of sounds like a lower register Christina V to me.
That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
It's still the same old area, right? Yeah. It's like any new chess, eyeball emoji.
Feeling lucky.
Make a wish.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier.
They're busy.
What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
You're standing behind a box. Of course you can't. Just pick him up or something.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
Great combo.
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Well, you certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Wow.
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Oh my god, Jade.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom...
Just ask Rose.
I'll only know when I find out what it is.
His freedom was to go to Rose's account and be OP as hell.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Hell
For
yeah.
now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
He's like, I just want a short trip down memory lane, and then I'll peace out, I promise.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
I honestly love 1 week.
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
There is a Pokemon in the chat.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
That's life, though.
And you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
They are a fun pair. How was that not activated before?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order.
Nice work, Jimmy.
Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need...
Oh my god, he's got
Mr.
mind
Warwick.
powers too.
Please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
No! During one of the, like, Trailblaze reports or whatever, like, one of the updates, just like the announcements for this update, this version, Robin goes undercover looking for her brother, but doesn't want to directly say that it's Sunday, so she calls him Workday. I didn't realize that was gonna come back.
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Those windows, like the upper windows in the back, are driving me nuts because they're sort of like flickering for some reason. It's like it's not set in properly from that angle.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
You already do.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after-echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Ha! Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Attention! Conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just have yet to have been reviewed.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
That is the correct response to make after reading that.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
Sunday, you suck.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into one weak stomach.
So, where are those corrective measures?
Try me.
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Wanweek's gonna, like, explode later. The corrective measure is death.
Only cast and crew
Oh,
members
shit.
are allowed on the stage.
I need to get rid of that.
A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Alright, I have turned it off. It will not yell about, rando notes. Oh?
Let's try that again.
I like the, huh?
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures.
Jimmy,
that the
no, not like this!
mentioned. That's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now
disappeared.
I tried to warn you.
Like a drunkard commonly seen by the sidewalk, he vomited a sliver of rainbow. My hole has spikes in it.
Now?
Flushed emoji.
I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dream Weavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
I mean, it's better that he threw it up instead of the alternative, you know?
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Jimmy, 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 Jimmy.
Jimmy, 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 Jimmy.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing
Look at the chat.
The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something?
I like that not only did I get to hear him do his Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy's in real time, but he also had his phone on the stream. So like 5 seconds later, we just hear him going, Jimmy, 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 again. Oh. What am I supposed to be doing? I feel like that's unrelated.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Ooh.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh.
Puts an entire pile.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
I'm a fugitive. What do you
May I
want?
remind you that I am currently on the run.
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Give us the gold. OMG.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that, since warnings have proven futile. Punishment is now inevitable. Nice.
They can't be seriously going that far, right?
That's pretty intense.
No. Hey, look out!
Bro gave you the bottle cap and it's now like, perish.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time to say bye.
Boom.
Boom.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Super unnecessary ultimate.
Did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Guys, we need to break more rules.
Make a wish.
Feeling lucky.
Oh my god, we gotta throw trash in the trash can.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Anything will do. Well, it has to be trash, but the rest of it would be not trash.
Something's happening.
Pro tip. There's a Pokemon in the chat.
This? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Enough. My ship sails in the morning. Squadala. Why is that coming to mind right now? Holy. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted. Alright. Oh my god, someone messaged me. Oh snap! A really cool person sent me a cute emote. Here, have a heart.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good.
Just like me.
Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
I mean, it's a massive failure if you weren't able to fly with your head feathers, you know? If you really wanted it to happen. Oh.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
Just reflecting.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now, we should go. This will be a long farewell.
Goodbye, Ideen Park. Meow. I do like that it gives it like a gold overlay. Everything being lined gold looks neat.
So, where are we heading next?
Oti Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
Let's go shopping!
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Well, Rose, are you ready? This is your moment. This is your favorite people meeting each other for whatever the reason. They're here! This is your... Yep. Hello.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Sunday over here shitting bricks.
Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Then off screen you just hear car crash.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
I like his immediate thought is like, oh no, everything's turned to shit because he sees Welt.
Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Well, where'd you go? Oh my god, hi Barbie! How are you?
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
Terrible! Well, I hope the rest of your day goes better, Barbie. Sending you big hugs. I was not feeling the greatest today, but I am still here and streaming and doing a bit better now, so...
I will, but before I do...
Doing homework, that's valid.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Oh, shit.
Short sentences?
Hot.
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value. Not after how you wielded the power of harmony.
Yeah, not after whatever the fuck you did.
Answer me. What are you doing here?
Memory lane.
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust.
Honesty.
Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
You're almost there, Barbie! Let's go! You can do it!
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I feel like Rose wrote this plot because she's like, OMG, I want Welt in this scene, and I want Sunday in this scene, and then they're just gonna be the entire plot. It's the two of them plus one random NPC just for them to bounce ideas off of, sure.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Now kiss. Yeah.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
We all share one brain cell.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony?
We're allowed a vacation too. Come on now.
Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Gasp.
Or these ladies?
Sure.
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
understatement. Meanwhile. Oh shit, I gotta read again.
Fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms.
I love how much of a gentleman this guy is. So crisp. Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Skrillum. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses, I can't read today, all of you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
How fuck did you hear about that? They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right, so this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the Society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's the chance that the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrance's technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Katanga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her... This is far too much of an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's. There is a Pokemon in the chat. Do I have this thing? I do. Alright, fantastic.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Cienjo, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tin Yoon better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now. Yeah. Totally swell.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
I love the echo effect of this hallway.
March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
Apparently there are many Ting Yoons here with us. I'm gonna break that stereotype you have of me.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting Yoon for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
I love March.
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met at Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot.
Oh, it's my fault now.
To this problem.
Why is it so echoey? I don't know. I just assumed that was on purpose because of the fact that they're in a tunnel, but maybe it's a little different on console versus PC.
What happened?
We failed the challenge terribly. I still wanted more candies. Behold, The Laughing Maniac, March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting-Yoons right in front of us.
You missed out on this immersion. What if it's the opposite? What if it's not supposed to be echoing, Ruby?
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely that candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves.
Then you'll make an angry tweet on my behalf. Thank you.
There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful. Or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Through the power vested in me.
It's been a while, everyone.
It's been a while.
You! What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Mr. Yang, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Well, fills them in on what he's been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony.
Yeah, Rose definitely wrote this.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady.
Flushed emoji.
And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Ruby. I'm not one to boast about past feats. He was a worthy opponent. Nah, it was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
They just are all attracted to him.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yoon to her normal self.
Question mark?
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Yeah, this tunnel echoes like a mofo. Not here, though. Probably because it's the exit. Oh, now it's not really doing it.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
It's showing you my old game and title. Have you refreshed the page since? I definitely updated them. And when I stream directly from the PlayStation, it auto changes the game. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That is definitely the title.
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yoon are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yoon to come together to form the Ting-Yoon Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
You want everything you to come together too. Wow, Ruby.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want clone copies of myself too. Ha! Miss Ting-Yoon's got a sense of humor these days.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Yeah, a lot of neck snapping.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yoons here.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea.
I'd prefer food.
If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yoons don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sunny?
Sunny!
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
No, we'll stick with Sunny.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting-Yoon is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting-Yoons we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
We love Sunny Work Week.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yoons are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
I'll look for the melancholy. There's so many Ting-Yoons. Honestly, kind of love it. Are you admiring this? Y'all right? I missed the first line. They're disappearing as I'm looking at them. So rude. Money grubber, hell yeah. These are all of the Ting-Yoons that you've rolled. I mean, same to be honest. She seems completely oblivious to everything else and is just standing there, continuously operating the cash spewer, occasionally letting out an excited laugh. Well, that's such a mood, though.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her? Huh? Ugh, yikes! She's scary! No, I won't be able to talk to her. Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even
I'm
if
just
that's
creeping.
True, it doesn't apply to her.
Oh, I'm not allowed to beat up that one. I guess I missed the actual one. I'm just gonna leave, like, okay, bye, I'm out of here. I guess going up this way, maybe?
Were you all looking for me?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Oh my god, she's a mimic.
Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is... it's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal. So this is also a side of Miss Tangyun.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage.
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration. You can tune me, Sunday? Whoa! Down. Know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. Remember, we're the most formidable people in all of Penacony. Nah, gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
Blushed emoji. I bet there's fan art.
No need for that. You're acting so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you alright with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
The voice of Pantilia.
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Oh no, they're disintegrating and becoming petals. See, Rose literally wrote this.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Mars, is that you?
You're finally back.
C6.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
Yeah, you were.
Huh? What's wrong?
Your friend is fucked up.
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Your friend terrifies me.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
I nearly died, plunk.
Don't be afraid.
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Eyeball emoji. Oops, not that button. I don't even know what she does. Can I look at her first? No, let me look at her stats! Fuck, I keep pressing the wrong button trying to open that up. We'll just have Kafka take a break. So I can run around as, oh look, it's fine. Awesome agility. Heyo.
Not yet time to return.
She's pretty.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
You made a mistake. What was the mistake? This boom blows her up. Fuck.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
You spilled some glitter on a cockroach, and now it won't stop dancing and asks that I call it Cinnamon. You have a new best friend now. You'll never lose sight of your cockroach friend named Cinnamon.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it, but if she says it's possible, then it must be.
I like how Ron May is kind of like one of the most mysterious figures in this entire universe.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Mic on.
This girl is...
Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she is not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ron May for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction! We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of the questions that the observed subject has already answered. Number 1, what is your name? The subject subject replied within 3 seconds, Tingyun. Number 2, what did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details, but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited periods of coherence.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me?
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
She didn't want to fight it though.
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Oh, break effect. I see.
Things can never go back to how they used to be. Share good fortunes.
Ill fate descends.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Dream vanished.
Ill tidings manifest.
Destined for oblivion.
Bust? Or maybe I'll take it all!
Clouds scattered.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Seeing the big super break, and then the damage that Black Swan's doing is just like perfectly average. It's really funny to me.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
They're just chilling out.
The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your 2 choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh, no wonder those 2 ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
We love Limbo.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
You can live or die, that's fine by me.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
a Pokemon. Yeah, there's a Pokemon in the chat. This is what she's explaining. She's explaining that there is a tadpole. I'm 100% joking, but this is a very good plot so far. Eyeball emoji.
You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
07.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that.
Hi, PP.
This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You
No,
should
I
sleep
want to
for a
know.
little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Interesting. Oh, we're back to the echoes.
Are you alright?
Did I pass out?
Only for a little while. It's okay, you didn't end up in Dreamflux Reef. We were just about to make a memorial portrait of you.
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine.
What a mood.
We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
What do you mean? The one with like 30 Tingyuns just standing around in the mall? Wonder why that would grab attention. You're finally playing Natlan?
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
Forget my rules of getting a VRCon. I am not missing Seat Lolly. Yeah, Ray, this is why the accidental, when I hit Battle Pass and then it went to the Wishing and my 10 pull got me Chaska. That's why I'm so gutted. Because I was guaranteed Moeka and Seat Lolly based on the fact that I was 7 away from my guaranteed, soft pity. And then I have enough that would have guaranteed me Seat Lolly even if I lost the 50-50. But now I don't have that anymore. And I'm like, ... sad. I'm just hoping that I'm still able to get both. And then if Clorand is on the second half of the rerun, I'm hoping to get her as well.
You'll have to make do.
I already have her, obviously, but I want constellations for Clorand.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other 2 companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
That's dangerous.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
You 100% know that she's going into cryo jail after her banner. She will not see the light of day again until like 2026.
Okay, we better hurry then.
Pee-pee! Oh my god. Pee-pee is just yelling at you guys. It's called cryostasis. That's hilarious. Sobbing.
Feeling lucky.
Make a wish.
Oh my god, do I have enough for another wish? I do. Alright, get me light cone and I don't have to wish anymore. Wow, it's not there. Cool. Moving on.
Shall we keep going then?
Where are we going?
Did you forget already? Miss Ting Yun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
True, but I wanted the 5-star. I'll be more specific next time.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
Bro, when she goes back to the Xianzhou, everyone's gonna be like stunned. She's literally back from the dead. They had a memorial service for her and sent all of her belongings into space. That's gonna be a bit of an oops. I don't want Jepards. No, come on, Ruby. You saw what happened to me in Genshin. Let's not wish super poor luck upon me in this one.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
Sobbing.
Oh, I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
Ugh, she is going through so much depression. You mother fudger. I mean, you mentioned Japard, so let's find a Japard just for you. There we go. The sigh is relevant here.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission.
I want Fuxuan.
What do you think best suits her?
You're asking me? She's your bestie. A unicycler? Brother Hanu? Clocky eye mask. We'll give her an eye mask.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
Yes.
A meticulously thought out and interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift. Let's go with that. Next is General Jing Yuan.
I've always wanted Fuxuan, but then she always dodges me. She and Topaz. They see my account and they go running. Some Penacony shares, Dreamjoy memoir film reel. Send him a division of elite fighters. Nah, we'll give him a film reel.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Syrup. Hamster ball night hair clip. You could also give her a wings accessory. I'll see Lady Bailu wearing that. Give her some syrup.
That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still a specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home.
Because all of the servant stuff coming out, she would be taking damage from extra things when the party gets AoEs. That's true. She's about to be put to the test with her current gameplay.
That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Sure.
Everything you want. Watch your step now.
This is a good spot.
Oh.
Miss Ting-Yun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she shouted.
Sparkle, how?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Phantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Phantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it.
There is a Pokemon in the chat. A seal.
That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Phantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Ting-Yun, if you recall?
A bit mysterious, dangerous, calculating.
That's just the nature of the Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant, a potential emanator. Yeah, totally.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
She's really fishing. High EQ, extremely flexible. Is that why? Is that why you were saying that earlier? She's extremely flexible. March 7 said you were bossy. Extremely flexible.
Now's not the time for those kinds of jokes.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Ting-Yun you remember?
That's not important.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Ting-Yun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Luofu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case,
we wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself.
Her nose is there. It's just the shading on it is very, very light, you know?
I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
You're welcome. I'm still a bit confused. It's time to rethink how you see yourself.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
She is cute.
Miss Ting-Yun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
A dream about Eve. Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Flushed emoji.
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you find the best dreams. You'll just dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect for you. The story unfolds in the Shinjo Alliance, where a young swordmaster strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sword just turns 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Imagine you look into it and then it's just bana. It's all monkeys.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
She's like, here, get infected again. Goodbye.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Zoom.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting-Yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
That was fast. Ruby. What the heck? I literally just sent you. I didn't expect the instant. Oh, I gotta voice act again. Get ready. You're back! You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Cienjo arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Oh, hell yeah. Aww, Madam Yukong.
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand.
Hello, Corbin.
But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting-Yoon, I'm here to take you home.
You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. No, I want to eyeball emoji. Himiko, please. No, not like this. I want all the details.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be
bless.
you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me?
Great question.
It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
It's me. They're looking for me. Surprise! I'm in Honkai Star Rail.
Is that...
Luxurious lady! Or, you know.
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madam Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
She's cute.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Well, try anyway.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild.
Sure is, Ray. I realized that immediately, and I was just like, OMG. Like, I already wanted Seat Lally anyway, but the moment I heard her voice, I was like, okay, yep, sold.
Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles.
I know there's a cut. Well, I mean, I don't know at what point in the plot you're in, but you're mostly only missing Kanish, Ahau, and Kachina in 5.1. So everyone else has voices. So it is worth playing in English, in my opinion, even with a couple of the missing ones.
But
oh my god, hype
now
books for
I've
days.
also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But
she wasn't supposed to remember that, but she did.
Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Guys, it's her. She's the one that assassinated the CEO. The unassuming speck of dust. We never would have looked towards her, but I see the truth. She just admitted to it in subtext. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Back to Sunday, hell yeah!
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables.
I mean, it would be really awesome to see Ting Yun get revenge on Vantilia after everything she went through.
So it shouldn't matter if we add another.
Now, the real tragedy of what is about to unfold is because of the VA strike, Robin does not have a voice.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I'm Robin now. I mean, I am in lethal company, so...
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You have to sing Robin songs now? Yeah, you don't want to hear that. Welcome to my world. One line and I'm just reduced to that thing.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
She'll know.
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Oh god, you ready? The fanfics? Deep breaths. Okay, for real though. Temporarily added. Is Robin gonna battle us? Aww. Ruby, good pick. Here, have a Ting Yun. For all the Ting Yuns that we've experienced.
Didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all of your hard work. You all are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
Too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax, ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I had walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss Wanweek. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course, you don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that was the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
Yeah, he's 100% fishing. Like, come on, I want to hear you say it. Acknowledge me. You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
There is a Pokemon in the chat. Miss Wanweek, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
She 100% knows. Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... A scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Sure. Roll a deception check.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. Let's use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. We have enough. Let's go back. So glad! Guys, this puzzle is gonna be really hard. I might need your assistance to get it all done. Oh shit, it doesn't fit, but what if? Whoa, it doesn't work there. It's probably like right here. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Gamer hours. I appreciate that I don't have to do any rotating. She do.
Have a look.
That painting feels like a blessing, and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
I like the pictures. She knew. That's what gives you the heart. You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. She knew from the start. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
I hope that now that the strike is over, that they do have Himiko, Don Hung, and Robin record their lines for this in the future.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
Aw, you didn't get Chaska? Damn. Have mine instead.
But why did you do those unnecessary things?
I knew it was 1 week.
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
If anyone knows about that.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world.
Oh my god.
It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me.
Welt means
This
world.
is my way of the Trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
So all this time, when Rose was saying Christmas Welt, What she really was saying was Christmas world. Everyone, it's a Christmas world out there.
Why?
Welcome to my welt.
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past. The same way you're doing right here, right now.
Right here, right now.
There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Suddenly, battle. I mean, we all know what's happening. We know what's gonna happen.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here, and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday.
Persona!
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
This is your man.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest.
We've come full circle.
I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
That's why he knew it in advance, because he was the victim of it not long before. That's hilarious.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising, given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity, failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated.
Now kiss.
Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today.
2 Sundays and a welt. Someone check on Rose. She's downstairs getting a nosebleed, probably.
You're not ready at all, are you?
I told you that she wrote this.
I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip?
this isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
I already have them.
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all.
Lamau.
No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
one must first step back onto the stage.
As expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
I like this main story so far. Like, the other one with Rappa was super outlandish and out there. Still really fun, and there was some really interesting details in there, but I really do enjoy what they've set up for both Ting Yun in the future and Sunday.
I weep for the departed.
I can't auto battle SMH.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Destined for oblivion.
Disorderly noise.
Again, echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
This is where Sunday becomes Monday. That's cursed.
Disorderly noise.
Honor to oblivion. I weep for the departed.
It too shall fall.
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
Mind your manners.
Wisdom comes protection.
May as well kill them all.
Disorderly noise.
Destined for oblivion.
No dirt. The dice have been bust.
The dice have been
Or maybe
bust.
I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Disorderly noise.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again.
Noise is fading. Wait for good tidings.
Did not mean to hit that one, but okay.
Disorderly noise.
Good time. Time to say bye. Boom.
God, we have no express this time. Can't believe this.
Stand still. Another journey from the still waters of oblivion.
No dirt. Watch your head.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nice.
Day, I grant myself
Flushed emoji.
departure.
Oh my god, I gave them an 8th day.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. And you've already defeated them.
You guys are goofy.
But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Sheepay turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
Oh my god, Rose did write this.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider.
Hello, Drunk Suika.
I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
Rose wrote this. This is literally made for her. What the heck?
So this is why I brought him here.
So in other words,
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
but if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decision, lady, I want to hear what you think. Me. I'm trying to do a poke catch, but it wasn't doing the thing. Hold on. I'll look at my options in a second. How have you been, Drunk Suika? Hopefully things are treating you kindly on the other side of the world. I want to hear everyone's opinion. I don't have anything to say. But in this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You are a noble person. You always want to be in control. You've disappointed many people. Yeah. You know what I'm going to say. Tons of people trusted you, but you let them all down. Even your closest family. Don't you forget that. I agree with what you stand for. Have some hope in humanity. You have an unrealistic ideal. Just shoot him down. Nail after nail. You got to the finals of a tournament over the weekend for Gensho Skydrift. I don't think I've ever heard of that game. Is it a competitive fighter, like sort of like a Street Fighter sort of thing, but in that genre? That sounds rad. IDK Himiko, you're the one that ran the fucking train into him. Okay, for real though. It's a racing game. Okay. That's cool. Congrats on making it to the finals. That's rad. Have some hope in humanity. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. We can be friends. I don't know about that. I know, like, on Rose's account, I'll make sure that I'm super nice to him, but on mine, he must know that he's a turd. I don't agree with Mr. Yang. In any case, I'm gonna have to disagree with Mr. Yang. Wait, you can actually say no? Shit, hold on. Because wait, what if I say no? Will he actually not join the... I feel like they'd find a way of still getting him in there, but like... Interesting. He can join. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Maybe we should hear everyone else's opinion. I want to hear it. I have nothing more to add. I'll let you all decide then. I'm fine with that.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy. So I guess I'm okay too.
My choices have consequences. I mean, I'm shocked. You know, normally story-driven games a lot of the time have a very set path that they want to take.
Thank you all for your forgiveness.
No, I haven't forgiven.
Perhaps
or forgotten.
I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell.
Tell that to Puffball.
Until then, I will do my best to fulfill my duty as a passenger.
Looks like we've come to a decision. Remember to keep the conductor in the loop, too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herta again before we set off. She helped us look into Amphorius, even though nothing new came up. I should at least let her know we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interastral network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again. I'm sure she is. Eyeball emoji.
No, we're still not quite there.
It's time to leave the space station. I guess she didn't say it.
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Hell yeah, Herta. That's the Herta to you. She looks rad as hell. I mean, I am very much excited for like 3.0 and everything. That was a fantastic update though. That was a really good story. Just in time for John Peepee to emerge. Hello. I suppose I should save for Herta.
Nice.
You should go look at the final reward in the newest sim universe. In the newest simulated universe. So did they update it for this doohickey? Oh, hold on. Let me actually upgrade this. I apparently just left it sitting there. How does one... Oh, why is it... I just did that. Go back. Okay, we're almost maxed out of this. That's nice. Guess what? Chicken butt! Where am I looking, Ruby? I don't go here often enough. I actually don't know where we're looking. Close enough? You just threw one at... You just threw one at Anju? Oh my god, are you playing a rando right now, Jimmy? Disordered Trails. Is it in here? Oh my god, it's the Keyblade. I said chicken butt, but it's Herna's Keyblade! I mean, her design is mint. I guess I should stop. I honestly was really dumb to use all of my stuff on this asshole. I said using one more witch. No happy ending for me. GG's. I should probably save the rest for her if she's coming out next. You know? But since I'm streaming, obviously this one's gonna be the hype train right here. Whoa! Nope. Alright, well, we tried. Oh, that story was really good. I enjoyed that. Now it wants me to go start the event. I mean, the event was available from the start, but I don't know if I want to start that now. I mean, I could, but I might take a temporary break. Just a quick washroom break and maybe get myself a beverage, you know, and then we can work on this. Alright, guys, entertain yourselves. Jimmy, give us a play-by-play on all of your randomizer shenanigans. Eyeball emoji. I will BRB. Hello, handsome boy. He's been asleep next to me, but now he's going to leave. Because he's going to follow me. Or he's going to take my spot. It's one of the two. You're so cute. You're such a good boy. You're so handsome. So baby. Alright. BRB. Alright guys, I have returned. I'm sure you all enjoyed staring at this page for the last, what, 3 minutes? I don't know. Let's go! Is there voice acting for this one? Or will I have to do that myself? I know you all absolutely love my skills. Party car, parlor car. This is part of the, I know it said party car, so I assumed that it was part of the Express, but I guess since we've never seen it before, it didn't really clue in when I saw this bar that it was the Express and not just somewhere in Penacony, because it just makes me think about that drinking event.
Sincerest greetings, as always.
That's not what you said. Just wanted to chat with you, Sunny. I'll tell you everything I know, but I prefer not to be called that in the future. Whatever. Well, they're all just hanging out with us.
The stars are numerous, and yet widely scattered. Benefactor, my apologies. I should have immediately greeted everyone as soon as I boarded on this initial visit of mine to the Express, but before I had even taken 2 steps, I became engrossed by the stars outside the windows. Please forgive me.
She was imagining it, to be honest. She's had a rough time. I mean, maybe, girl, you found the best stargates? You look that way! The other windows actually have the planet and the stars. I mean, I guess she can see it from above, but, like, she was not.
The stars are endless. It isn't easy to discern their origins when gazing from afar. Yet when one is amidst them, one finds that they all have a spot in the sky. A home of their own.
Okay, but like, whoever put her here did that on purpose for the memes.
With the universe being so vast, I imagine that one solitary star is not enough to illuminate its surroundings. Only when gathered in one place can they see each other. And be seen by us. Do you think they only realize that they're stars and capable of radiance after experiencing another's illumination?
Oh my god, that must mean that you're all stars, because you're all experiencing my illumination. Flushed emoji. Maybe they've known since the moment of their birth.
Then I'll shamelessly invite myself here a few more times. And make sure to catch that spark at the moment of a star's birth.
Nice. Yeah, they're all just hanging out here.
You seem a little hesitant. Do you need some help?
I do like that Aaron Zach is voicing Black Swan. It's nice to hear her in other media aside from Ruby. Like, she's great as Blake, but it's nice to see her doing other things. Oh my god, she voices me. OMG. Well, no, it's not. It's the show Ruby. She voices Blake. She doesn't voice Ruby. I'll talk to them later. Excuse me. Every time I come here, I can't help but marvel at just how spacious this car is. It also feels wider than the other cars. How is this even physically possible?
Oh, welcome to the party car, Nameless. Would you like to have a drink, a snack, or commence party time?
Party time!
It's party time! Oh, you're the only Nameless here. We can't start a party with only one person. Perhaps next time, then.
Shush is your favorite.
This brings to mind a joke. Someone asked the Nameless, how many names are on your guest list? The Nameless shrugged and said, none. They were all nameless.
Incredible.
I hope you enjoy your time in the party car, dear Nameless. We may not be able to get a party started right now, but please feel free to relax and unwind here.
Ruby, you are my favorite. So there.
This used to be called the meeting car, until my previous master came along thinking they wouldn't need an entire car for meetings among just a handful of Nameless. That's when my previous master made the decision to rename it the party car.
The party car. Actually, who are you?
I'm merely a drinksmith robot who has been doing his best to provide impeccable service to the Nameless for several Ember eras. Should I introduce myself again?
Sure, keep it under 40 words, please.
I am an antique robot drinksmith. My previous master repaired me. I now work in the party car, mixing drinks for passengers. I should mention that the conductor and Miss March 7th went up to your room looking for you a short while ago. Perhaps you should go and see them, to save them the hassle of looking all over the place for you.
Okay, I do love, shush. Holy shit. I have an entire car that's just my room? Like, what is this?
There you are! Pom-Pom has been looking for you all day!
Why is our room so much bigger than everyone else's? What made you think I'd be here?
Are you daydreaming? This is your room, silly. Where else would we go to look for you if not here?
I have my own room now? Why is it such a mess in here? I've lost my memory! Who am I? Who are you guys?
Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory.
Aww, looking at this mess reminds Pom-Pom of the time when they first joined the Nameless.
Indeed, this utterly cluttered storage room brings back your thoughts to the past. Back then you had just arrived... Nope. Back then you had just survived a perilous adventure on the Herta space station. Then you boarded the Astral Express and began your own space comedy. What a crappy settings you did. Skulls not shuffled. I mean, just base it on, like, whatever you have interest in. I remember that. It was shortly after I boarded the Express. Or maybe a long time ago. At that moment, when I first boarded the Express.
I'd heard noises coming from the ventilation ducts, which made me wonder if something was hiding in there. Curiosity got the better of me, and I climbed up to take a look. And then I got stuck.
So, did you find anything out of the ordinary in there?
I found somebody else stuck in the ducts. Her.
Wow. Any thoughts to share on the matter, lady? I just wanted to explore the place. I apologize for my grave misjudgment. I heard noises coming from the ducts, so...
No copycat excuses! Alright. Today's a happy day, so Pom-Pom won't spoil it with lectures. I've gathered everyone here today because I have an announcement to make. It was terribly remiss of the conductor to have left her without a room of her own on the Express.
She seems pretty happy with the current arrangement, though.
No, she isn't.
Go on, Himiko. Ask the golden question.
But I think the conductor should be the one to do the honor instead.
Then here goes. Will you join the Astral Express crew as a Nameless?
Yeah, you want to do that? I thought I was already part of the crew.
Not so easy. You can't call yourself a Nameless until you've cleared the 18 Sentinels Mr. Yang trial.
Which reminds me, March hasn't cleared it yet either. I'll set it up a little later. Tomorrow afternoon, you can be the first one to give it a shot.
Oh, please don't. I was just joking.
You don't have to give us an answer right away. Becoming a nameless signifies leaving the past behind to blaze a trail into the future.
Exploring the far corners of the universe will seem more exciting than just looking out for yourself.
You'll step out of your comfort zone to set forth on adventures into uncharted territories.
Your home will no longer be the places you know and love, but the distant stars.
Above all else, becoming a nameless means the responsibilities you'll bear far outweigh the rewards you'll reap. Now that you know all of this, do you still wish to become a nameless?
No. What happens if you say no? No, do not.
Great. Since you've decided to become... Wait. What? Pom-Pom can't believe you said no. Okay, fine. Then if you don't want to be a nameless, what do you want to do?
A Galaxy Ranger who upholds justice with their fists. A top-level executive of the IPC with a high salary. A Riddler like Babby Batto. Nope, Ballo. I couldn't see if it was an L or a T through Himiko's leg. A Riddler like Babby Ballo Bala. I want to be a top-level executive. Are we daydreaming about this? Incredible. Great end.
Enough. Stop daydreaming and start thinking about your answer.
Yes, I do. I love that it wraps back around like, hey.
Aw, yay! I'm sure we'll be the bestest trailblazing buddies.
That's hilarious.
Since she has made her decision, let's gather round and formally welcome the Astral Express crew's newest member!
Yay!
Are you ready for your initiation into the Nameless?
You bet I am. This doesn't involve a blood oath, does it?
Of course not. We're just gonna recite a simple oath together.
Let's recite the Trailblazer Creed. Now, please repeat after Pom-Pom.
This is kind of cringy. Can I skip over this part?
How is it cringy? This is an especially meaningful part of the initiation.
See? There's no way anyone can do this without feeling awkward.
Alright, we'll leave this part out from now on.
You can't do that! This is a time-honored tradition of the Trailblazers! You can't just change old customs as you please!
Yes, let's leave it out from now on.
I'm sorry, Conductor, but it seems we're in the minority.
Well, if you are absolutely certain, as the conductor, Pom-Pom can only respect the results of the vote. In any case, welcome our newest member of the Nameless!
Oh my god.
Alright, let's get back on track. Now that you're a Nameless on the Astral Express, it's only right that you have a room of your own.
That's right! Pom-Pom is so glad that she finally has a place of her own.
It's just that the current Express has far fewer cars compared to the past. The passenger cabin only has 4 rooms. Well, 3, technically, since Don Hung has been sleeping in the archives.
It doesn't bother me, though. Staying in the parlor car doesn't sound half bad. Let's buy another car! I could just room with one of you.
Okay. You can room with the Express's engine, then.
Wow.
Her room doesn't have to be in the passenger cabin, actually.
He's right. There's an unused room on the second level of the party car that you can move into. Let's go over and check it out.
Yeah, I love living above what's called the party car. They're throwing a party and you're trying to sleep and you can just hear the noises. Like, please, stop.
Something the matter?
Ah.
Greetings, my nameless friends. My, look at those sunny smiles. Has something good happened? Don't tell me. Is it finally party time? How about a joke to kick off the party? I have just the one for you. Behold, a night of beauty on this night of beauty. Night and night sound the same. Get it? Ah, homophonous puns. You can't help but laugh, can you?
Shush. I love that his name is Shush. It just feels like you're telling him to be quiet. Thank you. Maybe we should reformat its system before allowing it to manage the car.
Warning! Reformatting me will wipe all user data, including their eating habits, energy expenditure plans, metabolic rates, and more. Mishandling during the reformatting process may also lead to serious consequences, including but not limited to disruption of the life support system and derailment of the Express. The loss of dietary data may even result in a new subsysteleron disaster. I'm sure you've already realized, but that was just a joke for before the party begins.
Okay, honestly, 10 out of 10. I do love this robot. Here we go again. Select reformat.
Thank you for all the time we've spent together. May your journey hereafter be a pleasant one. You may now resume reformatting.
Abort and cancel.
Thank you for aborting the reformat operation. Rest assured, I shall continue to serve the crew diligently.
You've been picking every option that I did. We have one brain cell, apparently. There's a Pokemon in the chat.
Why is there only one option?
All this excitement really takes Pom Pom back to the old days, when this car was still known as the mini car. The passengers would gather here and eagerly debate over their next destination.
There's a large storeroom that is not in use on the upper level of this car. I think it'll make a fitting room. What about the junk in there? The conductor has amassed a mountain of knickknacks over the years, thinking that they'll eventually be useful. We're overdue for some decluttering anyway.
But I bet it won't take long for you to fill this room up with your own clutter.
We just proceed to never go in there. There won't be enough space to fit all of us. March, you and the conductor should go with Lady to see her new room. I mean, it looked pretty huge.
Okay, it's this way. Follow me.
Like, Kimiko, what are you implying? What does she mean?
Okay, it's this.
Black Swan hanging out in the flashback. She was just casually chilling there.
See? I wasn't kidding when I said this is the largest room on the Express.
Hi, baby boy.
You can even fit a Doomsday Beast in here.
Yeah, but there's not enough space for Himiko and the others. It's larger than I imagined. It's big, but it's still a storeroom. How could I allow a Doomsday Beast to slumber next to me? I mean, plush emoji.
Oh, that'd be the least of your worries. Even if a Doomsday Beast were here, it'd have to sleep in a cardboard box for now.
I hope you aren't actually thinking about keeping those things as pets.
The room is admittedly kind of messy right now. But so is everybody else's when they first boarded the Express.
Okay, but how does she know that? She was the last one before us. She was the new girl.
My room may look pretty fancy now, but that's because I put a lot of effort into designing it myself.
She does have a cute room.
May I remind you that your expenses on lifestyle essentials have grossly exceeded your Express Fund budget?
Carpets, pillows, rocking chairs, and jumbo pom-pom toys are lifestyle essentials, aren't they?
Do you really need over 20 pillows, though?
For real.
Of course I do. How else would I have pillow fights?
See, she's thinking ahead. Yeah, why didn't they give Don Hung this room when he first arrived? Or better yet, didn't he arrive before March 7th? Why wouldn't they just give him that empty space, which later becomes her room, but he could have had it? We have this perfectly functional space that could serve as your room, but cleaning it out takes effort. So Don Hung, you can just be in the archives or something. I don't know. Oh, c'est la vie, Jimmy, after my heart. I want to rewatch that show.
In any case, to prevent such situations from happening again, I must reiterate the rules for accessing the Express Fund. Firstly, the conductor is in charge of all resource allocation within the Express. If you need any renovation work done, look for Pom Pom.
Oh my god, you have it on your computer? You're goated. I should. I remember watching it, like, the entire thing on YouTube, and, like, this is, like, the mid to late 2000s YouTube, where everything, like, every episode was broken into 2 or 3 parts, because you couldn't upload more than, like, 10 minutes or something.
Secondly, since you're now officially a member of the Astral Express, you must be responsible for your share of duties aboard. Only then can you exchange the corresponding amount of Express funds for supplies from Pom Pom.
Unless you want to sleep in a cardboard box, I suggest prioritizing the renovation of your bedroom first.
They gave you this room and then you forgot about it? That's amazing.
Wait a second. Pom Pom will provide her with the renovation funds. Then she will use those funds to pay Pom Pom for the renovations. What's the point of that? Just get the conductor to renovate her room directly.
This is called procedural justice.
At any rate, I'm now a member of the Astral Express crew, and I even have my own room to boot. I'll just make do for today. Tomorrow I'll clean the place up and build myself a nice, cozy bedroom. 2 years later.
Jeez. You sure do love to procrastinate.
I forgot that I have my own room now.
All I want to know now is, isn't it uncomfortable to sleep on a cardboard box?
We've probably been sleeping in the parlor car.
But Pom Pom also knows that the first step is always the hardest.
Yeah, but Don Hung's a nerd, so he probably loves sleeping in the archives.
That is why we're here today, to help you with taking that first step.
Pom Pom was probably so excited about his scheme for the renovations, and then you just never approach him ever, and then he's just like, what the actual heck?
Pom Pom has prepared a starter fund to help you kickstart the renovation. You can use it to set up your bedroom.
He's like, shit, maybe I put too many prerequisites here. Just have some funds immediately so you do something with this room. Now I'm tired. Let's discuss this again tomorrow.
Absolutely not. We're getting that bedroom done one way or another.
Let's get to it then.
Yay! Let's do this!
You can gradually liven up your room by renovating and customizing it. Completing renovations to increase the renovation progress of the room and raise your decor rating. This will earn you renovation subsidy, which has stellar jade attached to it. Don't mind if I do. Clean up the clutter. Press here to start decluttering and say goodbye to your cardboard boxes. This room gets really baller. Oh, I'm excited. Say hello to your new mega bed.
Phew, we're finally done. She has finally taken her first step toward completing the renovation of her bedroom.
Literally, like, everyone could live in this one room. I like how Himiko's like, oh, only the 3 of you should go up there because there's not a lot of space. It's literally the biggest room I've ever seen.
Pom Pom is so glad. I was worried I might never see this room get completed.
One small step for her, one giant leap toward humankind overcoming procrastination. We're still lacking a pillow in here. Although someone who can sleep comfortably on a cardboard box probably doesn't need one.
You could always give me one of your 20 pillows.
Let's just leave it for now and get one tomorrow?
No? Okay.
No can do. If we drag this out till tomorrow, it'll never be done. Wait here. I'll be right back.
She knows better.
Here, use this pillow for now. It's a good thing there's no shortage of pillows in my room. I told you pillows were essentials.
She just walks in with like an anime body pillow. She's like, here, I have an extra one.
Oh, not bad! Hurry and place the pillow on your bed.
Time for me to see if this pillow matches your bedroom.
Wow, it's like she knew. When she got that pillow, she knew. Why is this pillow so stained? Ruby, please. Even Pee-Pee, who's in the kitchen, suddenly turned to stare at me like, what? Choose a color you like. Wow. Why would you go for the bluish one?
Get an early rest tonight.
Would they yell at you if you're like, man, that doesn't match?
There's a ton of duties to do tomorrow.
Duties.
You won't slip away this time.
It's getting late, so we'll see you later.
Sweet dreams.
Enjoy sleeping in the bed that matches your outfit. Sleepy time. Mood. A strange ceiling. But you have a vague feeling that it will become the ceiling you know best in the future. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll see it. When you go to sleep tomorrow night, you'll see it. This is truly incredible. The drowsiness is encroaching. Sleep. Good night, Astral Express. I wish I could sleep that easily. No dreams. Oh, we're gonna get some dreams, homies. What a great night's sleep. Looks like today's my turn for duty. I'm feeling so lazy and just want to chill. But if I skip again, Pom-Pom's going to lose it. So is March. Better just suck it up and do my part. Huh? What's that on the table? Suddenly watches TV for the next several hours. What's this on my desk? Astral Express duty roster? Good morning, passenger lady. Did you sleep well last night? Did you come to bring me breakfast? The express conductor came to my room so early in the morning. Must be to bring me breakfast. Nice try! It's already the afternoon. Hold on to that roster on your desk. Next up, passenger lady, make sure to give it a good once-over and be all set to be on duty. Pom-Pom will hand out the fund based on your duty performance. Use it to conduct room construction just the way you like it. Passenger lady, are you ready to start your shift? I love doing shifts. There we go, that's the spirit. Select an action card to progress your duty schedule. Raise the corresponding member's duty level and obtain express funds. Different action cards entail varying workloads. After selecting an action card, the schedule will advance by a set number of steps to reach the corresponding tile. An effect will be triggered based on the tile you stop on. When selecting action cards, do your best to end up on advantageous tiles. Dinner meetings will be held periodically in the schedule, and you can gain a large amount of express funds based on your report results. Treat that as your main goal. I like how now Himiko's here to tell us what to do. She's like, you're all dumb here. Sure. Himiko accumulated duty experience? Why is she the one doing the work here, huh? So if we get the person with 2, we get a random lucky event. So if we do either myself or snack time. Yeah, we get more money, but ominous event? Don't tempt me, demon. My first duty of the day. Yes, I must ensure we all have snacks. It's a great duty. Hello? OP much. 1, 2, 3. So now if we do that. We're just making Himiko OP. She's the one that's actually responsible on the ship. Oh, stop tempting me. They're gonna be like, why is Himiko doing all the work? Oh, there is a Pokemon in the chat. Do I have this one? I'm gonna say yes. I do. Look at me go. Don Hung's like, look what I can do. And then he just plays with a Rubik's Cube. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, what's this one? Oh. Do we have to land on it, or does it just happen automatically? I guess if we do, like, a 2-1-1 situation. Oh my god, hi. Thank you. Curious. No. That would be nice, yeah. You don't have a... You have a regular one, but not the alt form. Best of luck, Jimmy. Jimmy. Congrats on hitting 33333. Thank you. I mean, I tend to hit that every stream, but, you know, today could have been like once I finish the plot, it's like, okay, bye. Just leave. It wasn't even 3 hours long, and I'm like, alright, guys, it's been real. Oh, that's cool. So let's see, we can do 2 1-1. So yeah, we'll do some snack time. Because, you know, it's important to have snacks. Maybe I should have done 1-2-1. Because she had more. Maybe. Thank you! Oh, it forces you to the icy. It's kind of funny that it's mostly the friends and not... Yeah, let's buy more snacks! Is that all you do? You just... I'm so helpful. I'm so glad I'm here. Ha. effort. Not to say that my brain just tuned out at this part, but I was just like, whoa, hold on. I like the game just like talking at me, but now I'm like, now I have to read? So, the more the one person has, the 3,000? Am I allowed to not put well on that? Oh well. So, if I hit mental reset, does that get rid of all of them? Oh my god, I did the opposite. Well, we learned our lesson. Holy shit, that was bad. Well, I recognized that after I hit the button. Oh well. I understand for the future, but that was a little oopsie doopsie. So it has to be the same person, because otherwise... I see. Well... Whatever. I fucked that up impressively. I play a lot of games where like you select the things to hold them and then it resets the rest of them. So that was literally the opposite. So my bad. Hey Pico. You have the right to remain silent, but everything you say will be used against you in the court of law. Now, please answer my question. What exactly is this residue? Coffee grounds. She pours the coffee grounds into the plants. She is silent. I know, it's so sad. She has the right to remain silent. She says nothing. He invented it just for her. I guess I'll finish this sequence. I have dinner in front of me is the thing, and it's not like this is like talking so I can like cheat and eat during cutscenes like I did with Genshin. This is just like entirely up to me, which is a little problematic. So I might end it here, I guess, because I can just do this off screen, I suppose. I mean, it is super cute, but I also want to eat. You know? I'm not about to have you guys just wait here for 20 minutes while I eat. That's goofy. You'll wait? No, I don't want to do that to you guys. That's goofy. Like, I am intrigued with this, but I also... IDK. I will debate. My intentions for Tuesday's stream is more Genshin. I don't know if this event here is enough to be worthy of an entire stream on its own. Probably not. But yeah, I do wish to eat, and honestly, I'm not exactly feeling the best today, so I might call it here, even though I do want to do more. I am feeling rather bleh. Well, let's see. We'll see if anyone is on. Are you... I know that you were playing a rando briefly. Are you streaming it? You should. You know what, Jimmy? You should roll a new seed that has skulls in it, and then I will raid you. How about that? that has skulls in it. You were mentioning that you didn't shuffle the skulls. You haven't figured out settings? Well, you could stream yourself looking at the settings, and then we can help you make a seed together. You may need to update game too. What were you using to generate the seed? Because it's all updated on the actual website. Oh, Ship of Arcanian. I think that has... I guess it depends on when you installed it, but I'm pretty sure it has those settings built into it. You just need to search a little bit more. I don't know Ship of Arcanian as well, but I do know that there's a toggle to switch on and off textures. Unfortunately, like, I would love to raid Jimmy if he does stream, or I would raid Ruby if Ruby was doing a raid, but Ruby normally starts raid like 2 hours from now, so I know Jimmy. I hope that if I just bat my eyelashes, which you can imagine, and like feel my eyeball emoji. It doesn't have to be tonight, but I would enjoy hanging out and watching a Jimmy stream sometime. Raid's lady, flushed emoji. I don't think I can raid myself, but I appreciate the gusto. Write books 2 for 7 for the imaginary dream people. Well, in that dream world, lady has already written all of the other books, so they can enjoy. I don't think I'm gonna raid anyone tonight. I just sort of want to eat and exist on the couch. So I think that's what the plan is. Alright, that'll be it. You guys are amazing. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. The story for Star Rail was super fun. Honestly, one of the better ones. It wasn't like high stakes action or anything, but I am a hoe for character development, and this update had it in spades. Like, it was really good. Enjoy your existence. I'll try my best. You're all very sweet. I love you all. I will be back on Tuesday. Speculating Genshin, but maybe it'll be something else. Who knows? Based on availability, maybe I'll do a Lethal Company stream at some point. But Met is raiding a lot, so it'll have to be probably on a weekend. But yeah, all love, big hugs. We all love our anime titties here. And yeah, have a fantastic week. Y'all deserve it. Okay, bye.